What's up, family? It's your boy. And I just got back to the studio after a pretty long day of not as much training as I wanted to get in, and that's an opportunistic meeting. But it's actually the meeting that I had that inspired me to talk to you guys a little bit about authenticity. Like, I don't want to make this like an authenticity talk or conversation or anything like that. I just wanted to kind of get some things off my chest because of what I was thinking. And I'm also trying to get a quick workout in because I had me one of these earlier and didn't get nearly enough training in. So, yeah, I'm going to train. I'm going to talk between sets. Hopefully it means something to you. But yeah, just kind of wanted to get my thoughts out. So I'm going to get into it. So, I'm actually listening to the Hold the Standard podcast by my friend Logan Gelbrick out in Venice, Los Angeles, California. Yeah, he did a couple episodes with two of our other mutual friends, Carl Powley, a very important friend and mentor figure to me, somebody who was instrumental in my importance in strike movement early on, and extreme sports legend, the chief executive of the culture, Lemme. If you don't know who Lemme is, I don't know what to tell you, but this dude is iconic to me, hero, real inspiration. I mean, he's one of the reasons why I even got into the extreme sports space and eventually, found my way to parkour. So much of the inspiration from him led me to this, and I've just been listening to the podcast. It's a great podcast. Logan is an absolute genius, well connected, and talking to all of the right people. There's a lot of important stuff in there for me, and I know if it's important for me, it's probably important for a lot of people. So yeah, I've just been listening to that, and it's been directing a lot of my thoughts. And Lemme talked about something that was really important to me, and it penetrated my soul when he said it. But essentially, he was, he's talking about like the act of expression, specifically referring to skateboarders, and talking about how they risk their lives in athletic and artistic pursuit and at the elite level, and obviously I resonate with that because that's what I do. It's what many of my peers in parkour do. Like it doesn't matter what it looks like to anybody else. Like we know, you know what I mean? Yeah, that stuff just got me thinking about like the value of what it is that we do, and speaking about myself specifically, it really got me like thinking about the value of what I do. And, I've had a lot of opportunities come to me that I've straight up said no to. I mean, like opportunities offering like life altering amounts of money. And I've straight said no, all because it wasn't what I wanted to do. Like, and no amount of money is worth it to me to to do anything different with my time and energy, because, you know, I could get a lot of money and I could spend a lot of years doing things for that money that I don't want to do. And what I'll never get back is the opportunity to do what I'm doing now. And it's not like I have all the money in the world, because I don't. But I just have a problem with doing things differently than I feel I want to, that I feel is authentic to me, just to get a bag, you know? Like, that's a problem for me. And, you know, there are some sacrifices I'm definitely like willing to make responsibly for myself, for my team, and the people involved with me. But, you know, as soon as it doesn't align right here is when I'm done. You know, that's not going to change about me. I refuse to change that about myself. And, yeah, you know, like everything I got by being me. And everybody that comes calling is calling because they see the result of what being me has given to me. And, you know, I don't know if they legitimately want to help, or, I mean, I've been in a lot of situations where it just seems like people just want to cash in on what interest and value they see in me. And the craziest thing in the world is, although I don't compromise on my own values, I don't always see my own value. And what I'm starting to understand is, if people with much greater means than me are seeing value in me that I'm struggling to see in myself, it means that I'm more valuable than I've been willing to allow myself to see. And I'm fighting that, and I'm starting to see it. So, yeah. I'm gonna get another set. Had to put a timer on my phone to make sure that I'm not taking too long of rest breaks to talk. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I hope that it's cool with all you guys, the 10 of you that are watching, that I just speak and just kind of get my thoughts out there. But yeah, this value thing is a hard thing. You know, like, it's really challenging because, I don't know, I think I struggle with it so much because I don't know if I can see what I have, you know, like other people can. And, man, I'm just doing me. I'm just being me. I'm just doing what I do and expressing myself how I express myself. And, you know, it brings people here. You know, it attracts people to me. Like this guy. Thank you. And yeah, I don't know. I think that there's a lot of value in trying to see the best in oneself, as opposed to what we typically do so often, which I feel like is just see our worst qualities. And dog, go. What are you doing? Go over there. Go. Yeah, I think that we often just see the worst in ourselves, and I don't know, maybe that's why people are so hurt all the time and say things that they probably don't mean and do things that they probably wish that they didn't. But, I don't want to be one of those people. I never wanted to be one of those people. So I've always just done me and had to fight to make sure that I wasn't losing myself trying to be accepted, and valued by other people, or even emulating other people who gave me space just so that I could find value in myself, But yeah, I'm just thinking about the opportunities that I have, and the people that are calling. Just thinking about that, thinking if they're calling, then I gotta be worth quite a bit. So I should think that about myself. I'm gonna go see what this dog wants, and then I'm gonna come back here and get another set. I think that something that I do appreciate is that I've had my dad tell me this. I've had some of my homies tell me this. Some of my mentor figures tell me this, but they tell me stuff like, I know you're not going to listen to anything anybody has to say. You're just going to do you. You're just going to do your thing. And then they'll tell me whatever they tell me after that. And it's a funny thing because that's how they see me. That's how they see it. And to be completely honest, I go back and forth so often about what I'm doing and how I'm doing it. And, if the decisions that I'm making are the right decisions, or, am I missing out on an opportunity? Am I losing an opportunity here? Did I mess this up? And as time goes on, I always come back to the conclusion that whatever I felt like doing, that was the right thing to do, and I'm glad I did it. And I still have the thoughts. I still have those feelings where I'm like, am I doing the right thing? Am I dropping this opportunity? Is this the one that could be the change, or whatever the case? And then, time goes on, and I'm like, nah, dude, that was the right thing to do, what you did there. And you know, it's another thing where it's like I can't even see it, but they can see it. My dad can see it. My homies can see it. Like, I really just like do what I feel is right, whether it's gonna be my end or whether it's gonna be the door opening to the next opportunity. I don't know if I've ever regretted doing what I thought was authentic to myself. And I think I just gotta stop, responsibly as I can. I need to question myself in that regard less. I need to put being true to myself first without a second thought. I think. That's what I think. It's gotta be right. It's gotta be right. If it got me here, if it got me these opportunities that I've been getting, it's got to be the right thing to be doing, right? I don't know. That's how I feel, I think. Really what I need to do is I need to see it. I need to see it the way that the people around me, the people close to me can see it, so that I can have more faith in myself, I think. I don't know. All right, time to get this dip set in. I think that a lot of people, myself included, often look around at how other people are doing and, when they're getting it, and then look at what they're doing. Me, I'm looking at what I'm doing and looking at when I'm getting it and how I'm getting it, and it being like my bit of success and stuff like that. And it's like, it always feels like it's not happening at the right time for me, like it's happened at the right time for somebody else. And once I stopped thinking that, and I just started to accept that I'm going to do me, I'm going to do what I do, I'm going to do what I believe in, and, if it's meant for me, it'll come. If I can't do it that way, I don't want it. I don't want to do it any other way. When I used to compete in style competitions, I knew exactly what to do to score and, to win. And I always placed high. I was always in the finals, which was dope because, it wasn't like my main focus. But I never wanted to win if I won doing somebody else's style. I just I don't want that. I don't want that win. And, you know, in that same vein, I don't want anything that's not meant for who I am, who I wish to be and wish to become. I don't want anything that's not for me. And that's tough because, you know, in that, I found out that things that I thought I wanted weren't for me. And I stopped wanting them. And like, it's felt dream crushing. But through continuing to pursue what inspires me and like what ignites my flame, what gets me gassed up, that's the shit. That's the shit that has always felt so good when I really felt like I did something with it. Like when I really felt like I accomplished something that I set out to, that I intended to, that I was inspired to, despite all the noise. Nothing can take that away from me. Like, nothing can take that away from me. I don't even care if other people like it. I like it, you know? Like, it matters to me. I love it. And, you know, obviously, with where I am, it matters to other people too. So, you know, I gotta feel like that's enough. 'Cause it is. It is. I was telling Mondo today when we were out training before going to this meeting that I'm so grateful for everything that I have, that I've done, that I've been able to accomplish. I'm so grateful for it. I'm grateful for the hardships and everything because, man, like, I mean, we got to train for like 30 minutes today. And I was like, man, I remember coming to this spot and this challenge being like the biggest, hardest monster that I could conquer. And now I done hit it so many different ways and one-upped and two-upped and three-upped what I was doing before. And now, like, because of that, when I go back to that same spot we were at, I like, things are possible that I, like, initially didn't even imagine. And, you know, as of a year or two ago, I was like, oh, maybe, man, that could be something. And now I'm like, yeah, certainly. And if I had more time today, I would have hit it. But trust, I'm going to hit it. I'm going to get back, I'm going to hit it. And I'm going to probably combo it too. But yeah, if I did anything that anybody else wanted me to do instead of doing what I wanted to do, I would never have gone back to that spot and been able to do what I was able to do today and what I know I'm going to be able to do when we go back. So yeah, man, I mean, fuck. Like I said, if it ain't for me, who I am, I don't even fucking want it. All right, let's see if I can get one more high rep set of these goddamn dips in. By the way, I built everything in here, but I built this this dip attachment to the heavy box. Needed dip bars, didn't want to buy expensive dip bars or even get like some cheap flimsy ones. I wanted some stuff that was going to be solid and, you know, work. And I built these. I just looked at what I had and I saw a way to make them, and I made them. So I'm proud of these. I'm hella proud of these, and I've been getting great usage out of them. So yeah, I'm about to get a set in right now. sometimes I get to like some of those last reps and it just feels like electric shocks are just blowing through my fucking forearms and my fucking triceps. And I'm like, I can get another. And it's so weird because, like, the way that it looks, every time I watch it, I'm like, man, it looked like I wasn't struggling that much. And I'm like, no, I was struggling. I was just really, really trying until really trying didn't get me anywhere anymore. Oh, man. Hell yeah. I straight up might try to get, I don't know if I can. I might try to get another 10 in, but that's in a second. For anybody who's actually listening to what I have to say here, I just want to say, like, I'm actually appreciative. I'm appreciative of everybody that follows me and that, you know, engages with my work and what I have to say, what I think, what I feel, and all that stuff. I'm really, really appreciative because I've been at this for a really long time. You know, I just had my 21-year parkour anniversary. You know, I'll be 33 next month. Yeah, I mean, man, when I was 12 and I started this, I didn't have anything. I didn't have anybody looking at me, anybody watching me. Oh, who dis? When I was 12 and I started this, I didn't have anybody watching me, and I had a lot of people that I was watching that meant a lot to me, that were really inspirational to me, and I love to hear what they had to say and like to see how they were training and to just like hear their process and stuff. And I like dreamt of being somebody like that. I mean, these are people who, when they were doing it, they probably didn't think much of it. They probably didn't think that anybody cared much about what they were doing. They were just out doing their thing and sharing. And I was that kid that cared a lot. Somebody that actually comes to mind right now that I will always have appreciation and love for is Jeremy Sanders. Somebody who inspired me huge when I was younger, and you know, like I never forgot it. I'll never give it up. I'll never ever let go of what he gave to me. And yeah, like it meant a lot to me back then, and it means a lot to me now. And for anybody that is fucking with what I'm doing or what I have to say, I really appreciate it. I really, really appreciate it, because it's the whole reason that I get to do this at all. Especially in the capacity that I get to do it as a professional, so I appreciate it. All right, I'm gonna get this last set in, and then I'm out of here. What are you doing interrupting my filming, woman? Okay. I'm going for 10. I might not get 10, but 10 is what I'm going for.